First of all, I welcome you all for onboarding to this virtual event, India Textile Sourcing Fair, which will be held coinciding National Handloom Day with 7th August 2021. The program will run for about 5 days, and we will have an inaugural program and all. So that the inaugural program link will be sent to you in due course of time, so that you can join the inaugural session also. So now we are having this virtual meeting basically to get yourself trained on the various tools and features, and how to navigate, how to get onto a kind of virtual meeting, this kind of familiarization kind of training program. So we have with us our executive director, who will be just saying a few words, and then we have our from my event management side, Mr. Pradeep. He's on the technical side. Probably, I think almost you might be knowing him by name by this time, because most probably he might have spoken to all of you by this time. So he will be, demonstrating the various features and how to use various tools and all. That will be for about 40 minutes, and then we'll have about question and answer session for about 10 minutes time. Okay. With this few words, now I invite our executive director, N. Sridhar, to say a few words to the participants. Sir, over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon, dear members. So, wishing all a annual in advance. So, this virtual fair is designed exclusively for the handloom products and catering into all Asian nations like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Vietnam, and Singapore, Malaysia, where we have a good potential, because where there is almost similar to Indian culture exists, where they wear saris, chudidar, and dhotis, lungis. This culture is existing, and we are also getting a very good response from the international clients. So I am hopeful that this fair will be very successful. So I would suggest all members to take note of the points given by Mr. Pradeep, how to prepare and how to attend the when they are coming on call, when they are planning for a one-to-one. Please prepare yourself, keep samples ready with you so that you can discuss among what is their product requirement, and maybe some price discussion also can happen between you. So you get prepared for all the data. Otherwise, if your reply is not okay, then he may move to other customer. So make use of this program, and whatever the clarification on this program, you please note down, and at the end of the session, please get it clarified with Mr. Pradeep of CBP Technologies. We have been conducting this virtual program last 1 year for many countries for different products. Okay. And this is for our handloom exclusive product. So I am hopeful this program will be very useful. And this pandemic situation, no physical fairs are being allowed internationally. So only the fairs are taking place on virtual mode. So please make use of this, and kindly make a note of all the points suggested by Mr. Pradeep so that you can get all the points clarified. In case of any doubt, get it clarified, and we will also be sending you the recorded event. Those who are not able to participate in today's meeting can also have a look into the recorded program. Maybe at one time when you are listening, it may not be fully clear to you. So that is the reason we are planning to send you the recorded event. So you can take a note of every point, and you can go through the video conference once again so that you will get understand all the points. So now I think Mr. Pradeep, you can proceed on delivering your points to them.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir. So good evening to you, sir.
Yeah,
hello everyone, welcome. I think most of you would I would have spoken with with each and every one of you. So by now you probably heard my voice, but then not seen my face, and like the same with me as well. So I'm glad to meet you all. Welcome, and hope everyone is safe and away from this this COVID situation. Okay, so let me jump right into the presentation. So what we're going to see is we're going to look at how the platform looks, right? And then how you will log in, and then what are the things that you would have to do to attend this virtual fair, okay? So let me start sharing my screen. Okay, so I hope everyone can see my screen. So yeah, the first thing is you'll have to open your Chrome browser, right? I mean, if you have Firefox, that's also fine. But then let's say you have a Chrome browser. So I'll just go step by step. Okay. So the first step is you'll have to open your Chrome browser and then you'll have to log in. Okay. So you will get two logins. One is for your virtual platform and the other one is for your prefixed one-on-one meetings. Okay. So it's very, very simple. It'll hardly take like 2 minutes to log in. Okay. The first thing is go to google.com. Okay. Once you go there, you will see a sign in button. If you do not see a sign in button, if you click on it, there will be a sign out of all accounts. You can do that. Okay. This we are just doing just to make it easy for everyone. If you're familiar with how to switch accounts and all that, you don't have to do this. Okay. But just so it is easy for everybody, we will follow the process of signing out of all accounts first. Okay. And then you can click on sign in. Okay. Once you sign in, you can log in with we will give you the Google Meet user ID and password. Okay. It will end with itsfair.in. Okay. That will be the Google Meet username and password. So once you're done with that, you just log into that. Okay. Now you've logged into Google. Okay. And then if you go to the right, you will see that at itsfair.in ID. Okay. It means that you have logged into Google Chrome with that ID. Okay. Now, from here only, you can open the link, the virtual platform link. This will be shared with you by tomorrow. Okay. And here you will have to use the virtual platform username and password. That will also be emailed to you. Once you log in, this will be your virtual platform. Okay. And as you can see, there are various sections. The first section will talk about all the visitors that have come to your stall. Okay. These are like all test visitors who have come to your stall. As you can see their contact details, time they visited, and all that will be there. Okay. This is another section called as the requested catalog section, which I will come to in a bit. But just to give you a brief, requested catalog is a section wherein you will get all the requests from the visitors. Okay, so if the visitors come to your stall, they will not be able to download the catalog. Rather, you would have the permission or you would have the control, okay, whether to keep that secured or downloadable. If you keep that downloadable, the visitors can simply download and go away. But if what we have learned is that most of you do not want others to simply come and take away your catalog, because you have obviously put in a lot of effort, time, and in building your own products, right? So that's why even if the visitors want to download your catalog, they should just click a button and request your catalog. And then you can just email it to them. Okay. Or you can have a one-on-one conversation with them and then share the catalog with them. This is a meeting request. If somebody wants a meeting, they will request it here. This is a today's activity section. Anyway, so this is the main dashboard. Okay. And there are items on the left side also. But what you have to do is once you have logged in, you see the stall view button here. You just click on that stall view. Okay. Once you have clicked on the stall view, you will come to your virtual stall. Okay. Anytime you want to go back to your dashboard, you can click on home button. You click on this home button, you will come back to this page, regardless of where you are. Okay. Regardless of where you are, if you click on this home button, you will come to this page. Okay. And then now let me again go to stall view. Once I'm in the stall view, this is the virtual stall. This is a this is a HEPC stall that we're just using for the demo purpose. Once you're in the stall, you can view your product catalogs, e-visiting cards, video, company profile, gallery. So all your material will be here. For example, product profile, right? So these are some of the products that are visible in this. Okay, so I can just view the catalogs. I can just scroll down you can just view it. If you want, you can zoom in, zoom out. You can do all that. Okay. And then your e-visiting card. So, this will be like your details, all that will be there. The buyer can also download it. Okay. And then, this will be a video section. You remember I have been asking you guys to, give videos, right? Regarding your, your stall and, what products you manufacture, so on and so forth, right? So that details will, that video will go here. Okay. And this is the company profile. This also by now, you all would know, we've been talking about company profile and product catalogs and all that. So this is the company profile wherein you will talk about your company, all the things, various things, that you have done as part of your company, your infrastructure and all that, and that will go here. Okay. So if you want, you can just click on it, and then, you can just view your own catalog, own, company profile. Okay. And then this is the gallery section. You all know that, we were asking for 10 product images, right? So this is where those 10 product images go. Okay. So what all, if you have like saris, dress materials, garments, dhotis. So you remember, I was asking you guys, and, my team was also asking you guys to give, one product from each one of those categories. So this is, what that is for. Okay. And so this is your stall. And then, as we also gathered your information regarding your website, Facebook, your social media, pretty much, right? LinkedIn, YouTube, WhatsApp, and all that we were gathering, you remember? So that will all go here. So this is your social media section. This is what the buyer will also see. And this is your product profile where your catalogs will go. This is your e-visiting card, which the buyer can download. This is your video, this is your company profile and gallery. So, if anybody wants, they can just click on the website and then go here, right? So, this is obviously like, HEPC's page. So that is what we have, right? So this is the thing. So let me just quickly recap. So whatever we have done so far before we get into the Google Meet, what we have done so far is we have opened a Chrome browser and then we have logged in using the @itsfair.in ID, which is the prefixed meeting username. Okay. With that, I have logged into Google Chrome. Okay. After that, what did we do? From the same browser, we opened the platform and then we have logged into the platform. Okay. Now we have come here and then you clicked on stall view and then you came here. Anytime you want to go back to the main screen or your dashboard, home button. This is the home button. Okay. And then you can just come back here. Now, Google Meet. Okay. So this is when the prefix meetings we will be, talking with the buyers to arrange prefixed meetings. So the buyers will, will give their suitable time. So they may say, let's say I want to meet at 10 a.m. You guys will have to be logged in, by the way, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You please be logged in between those times. Okay. Now, all I have to do is, as an exhibitor, what you have to do is just click on this button, that green button here. Okay. This green button. And then it will open in a new window. Always click on allow. You see this? If any of these pop-ups come, please do not just dismiss. You always have to allow. This browser, what it is asking is, it needs your permission to use your microphone and your camera, right? So I just gave the permission. Okay. Once I have given that, I just have to click on join now. Okay. Now I have joined the meeting. Okay. Now you just have to be here. That's all. You don't have to do anything until the buyer comes. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to request my colleague to come in as a visitor. Okay. Can you please come? Okay. So if you see, so when he comes, I just have to admit. Okay. And then he's also here, right? Hey, what's happening, man? Okay. All right. Thanks. Yeah. So you see, so this is how the buyer comes, right? The buyer came, all I had to do was just admit, and then he came in and then he went away, right? He went away, but you don't have to end the meeting. All you can do is just turn off the camera, turn off your microphone, and then go back to what you were doing, right? And if somebody comes, you will hear that, that sound, and then you'll get a pop-up also, right? And then you just have to admit that person. Okay, it's as simple as that. Okay, it's very, very simple. You just keep this going, right? And then if somebody comes, you can just again talk with them. That's all. Okay. And if you want to leave, you can just leave, and then that's it. You come back here. Okay. And then there is also another one. So this is a video chat which the buyer can initiate. Okay. Now I'll request my colleague to come here also. So if you see, there is this red icon will come, and then this pop-up will also come. Okay. And then so this person is coming in now. So I will just confirm. Okay. Here again, I just have to allow. Okay. Every time they request, you just have to allow. Okay. That is very, very important. Hey, Arun. Hey again, man.
Hello, yeah.
Hey. All right. All right. Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.
Cheers. So this is another way they can come. Okay. So it's very, very simple. Maybe I can just show you a bit more features, and then we will just do a quick recap. Okay. What other features you have? If you look at it here in the left side, right, there are a few sections like about stall, right? Your product profile. If you want, you can upload your product profile. But what we suggest is, if you want any changes to be done, you please come to us. Okay. As you can see, all the facilities are here, right? You would be able to do it yourself. But then, what happens sometimes, if you need help, you can please feel free to call me, anytime, right? And then we will help you do all that. Okay. And, this is where all the, the details will go, right? Whatever we were seeing in that stall, everything goes here. You see, this is a secured one. This is a non-secured one. When we are uploading, we can also choose the option like secured or downloadable, right? So all this is there. So this option you can choose, but again, you can just ask us anytime you have any questions. You can ask us. Okay. And one thing is, when somebody visits your stall, you will get an SMS. Okay. And you will also get the notifications. If you look at this bell icon here, if you click on this, you see there was a video chat which with the test ID. This is another person from my team. So this is the ID that Arun is using, I think, right now. So 4:52 p.m. we had a Google Meet, and this person came in at this time, right? So everything is here. If you want to go see all the notifications, you can just click on see all button, and then you'll go to the notification section. Okay. And as you can see in the left side, the notification section is here. Anytime you want to go here, you can go here also. You can just come down and then you will see everything. Okay. The visitor, whatever has happened, it will be here. Okay. And then you can also, look at, if there are any webinar videos that have come here, or today's activity, anything you can see here. There is a section about what is ITSF, that feature, you can just come and read about the fair. If you want follow HEPC, you can just click on this link and then go to our page, and then you can start following HEPC, from your social media, accounts, because anytime, if there are any updates, then you can get notified. What is HEPC? So there is a section for that. Again, from here also you can go, right? Yeah, so this is it. And then there are a couple of other things. This resource center and auditorium. Okay, so this auditorium is when the any inauguration or anything happens, right? It will be here in this auditorium. Okay. And so this resource center is something wherein you want to go see what is happening, and something about FAQs or anything you have any questions, you can just go here and also just check it. Mostly the buyers will be doing all this, but since you also have it, you can just check it. What are the upcoming events? Who is HEPC, right? I mean, what is ITSF? Who can participate in it? I mean, basically we'll add, FAQs will be there. Press and media will have some, some material we'll have here, right? Pretty much, what we have put here is the brochure is what we have put here, right? I mean, yeah. So an audio visuals also, there is a video which we would have uploaded. So this is pretty much it, right? I mean, this is a resource, and fair directory will be uploaded, pretty soon. During the fair, this will also be uploaded. So this is about the exhibitor. So let me just quickly recap once again, and then I will show you how the visitor, it will look for the visitor also. Okay. So I will go slowly, step by step. Please follow once again. So I'm just going to log out. Okay. And I'm just going to go back in again. Okay, so first thing is I go to google.com. Wherever I am, whichever browser, I go to google.com. And then once you open google.com, you will see a sign in button. Please click on that. And again, by the way, don't worry about it, right? I mean, we will give you step-by-step instructions on how to access also. Okay, so don't worry about it. Even after that, you have questions, you can reach out to us. So you are covered. We are with you every step of the way. So please don't worry about it at all. Okay. So here, what you can do is you will just log in with the username, the virtual, the prefixed meeting username and password is what you will use here to log in. Once you have logged in, that's it. You don't have to do anything. You can keep this browser on for the next 5 days. You don't have to log out. This is a one-time thing. Unless you sign out, you can just leave this on. You don't even have to sign out. Okay. For the entire 5 days, you can just leave this like this. Okay. Okay. Now, after we have done this, what are we doing? We are just going to go to the, the link which you would have received in the email. Okay. You will receive it tomorrow. In that link, you just go and then you put the virtual platform username and password. Okay. And once you're in, that's it. You're all set, right? You're all set. That's it. Pretty much you're all set. Then you just check your dashboard. If there are any stall visitors, you would have anyway got your SMS. You just click on stall view and then you go to your stall, right? If you want to go back to your homepage, you come here. And again, every visitor, that has come to your stall will be tracked, right? We will also, at the end of the fair, for those that have already participated in our fairs, you must be very familiar with the data you will get. You will get the data of every single visitor that has visited your fair and what all catalogs they saw. Okay, and how many times each catalog was seen. So when you have this information, it will be helpful for you. And when you participate in our fairs over a period of time in various countries, you will build, you will build an analytics over it, right? So at the end of maybe like 5 months or 6 months, you would know, okay, so in this region, visitors are more interested in this products, right? And for example, in the Asian markets, people may maybe more interested in saris, right? But then when we go to the Western markets, they may be more interested in shawls and stoles rather than other dress materials, other Indian dress materials. So this is basic information. But then even within the categories, right? I mean, there are certain things which each region will be more interested in. By that, you will also know, okay, so this catalog, the Danish user has seen multiple times. So what does that mean? Okay, so they like this catalog. This is the product. So that is why you remember all, whenever we have spoken with you, the thing that I and my team, we keep on insisting you is, please make sure you prepare different catalogs according to product lines. You don't just give one catalog. You prepare different catalogs along product lines. You have saris, dress materials, fabrics. So let's say you manufacture all these three, right? So if you have 3 catalogs, what will happen? Then you know which catalog is more popular, right? So anyway, that sort of information you will get in your report, okay? You can also come here and see it anytime you want. And, you go to your stall and then you go to this green button. You click here. You always allow. When it asks for you to allow, please allow, okay? Do not click on dismiss. Do not click on block. Always allow, okay? Let's say by mistake you have clicked, okay? Then what you can do, you see this little lock button, you just click on this and then you will see it will be blocked here. Then you can just make it allow. You just make everything allow, okay? And then you just click on join now. That's about it, guys, right? That's about it. It's very, very simple, okay? And then, you can just stay here. The visitor will come. You can have your conversation. You can just turn off your camera, turn off your mic. You can go about doing your things, right? Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And very quickly, I am just going to show how a visitor will experience this fair. Okay, it is also pretty much the same, but then he will.
Pradeep,
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Sure.
I think here, let us make it clear. There are 2 types of video chat.
Yes,
One is a video chat based on the prefixed meeting.
Correct.
And then sometimes the visitors who visit the event, all of a sudden they may like your product, going through your product profile, and immediately they'll opt for a video chat. So you just make that difference between the Google Meet and the video chat. Now, make it very clear. No? So absolutely. There are 2 possibilities, 2 occasions, where you can have a video chat. One is a video chat. You can have it with a buyer along with a prefixed meeting schedule, which of course, if any buyer, we will be circulating your profile to all registered buyers. Suppose if any buyer is interested in having a meeting with you at a specific point of time during the event days, we'll be communicating to you. So at that point of time, you will be getting the meeting attended by that buyer. Or else, in the normal circumstances, without any prefixed meeting, if a buyer visit or a visitor goes through your product profile and he likes a particular product and he wants to have a video chat immediately, then that is a second occasion. So then now you can Pradeep, I think based on this two situations you can explain to them regarding the video chat.
Absolutely, sir. Yeah. So just like sir pointed out, so you'll have two options, right? So we have this exclusively for the prefix meetings, but if the visitor wants to have like an impromptu meeting, he can just also come through this. Again, when somebody comes through this, you will get a notification, you'll get the this alert, this will become red, this will become like numbers will come, right? And then you can click on that and then you can confirm. But the prefix meetings, you always go to this green button, right? If there are any requests coming from visitors, then only you do this. Okay. So yeah, so there is that distinction, like sir pointed out. For prefix meetings, you will use this. As a rule of thumb, the first thing you do, right? You log in the morning, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. is the fair time, right? You log in by like 8:30 a.m. I request you to come, at least 30 minutes in advance, just because you don't want any last minute tension, like your internet is not working, power is not there, right? And sometimes your camera is not working. All those, why unnecessarily we'll have to have that last minute tension. It's always good to have that extra 15 minutes to yourself, so you can calmly and peacefully attend the meeting. Because these are, if you are into business meetings, you would rather like to have a calm head, right? That is very important. So rule of thumb, you log in the morning, you come to StallView, you click on Google Meet, and then you allow, and then you click on join now. Okay. This is the thing that you have to do as soon as you come in the morning. Okay. And then you just turn off your camera and then you sit quietly. That's it. If somebody comes, you can just admit them and then talk. But this is something that you please do. First thing you do in the morning, as soon as you log in for those 5 days, you just come here and then you log into this one also. Okay. As and when you have prefix meetings, you will attend it. So again, this is for prefix meetings. If any impromptu meetings comes, they will come through this. Okay. But please make sure you're logged in and ready for prefix meetings. Okay. And one more thing, very important thing, please make sure you all, are in a well-lit room, and then you have your camera. Okay. There were, one or two participants, and then we had also discussed with them, wherein the internet was not fast enough, right? I mean, they had like 1 kbps speed, which is extremely slow. So please make sure you have a good internet connection. And if you don't have a camera, please, purchase it. It is not expensive. You can get it for less than 1,000 rupees. There are nice cameras. If your laptop, these days, all laptops come with inbuilt cameras. If you have an older PC, then please purchase a camera if you don't already have one. 400, 500 rupees, you'll get nice cameras also. Okay. And please make sure you have a headset also. Because if you're just speaking into without a headset, the audio may be just, it may get dissipated, right? So it will not be clear. So, and I think, there are a few people who would have attended our webinar, regarding how to attend virtual meetings. And we have also been circulating the emails with the mock-up of company profiles and product catalogs. If you, and I think most of you, I've spoken to most of you. And,
I think there is some disturbance in the audio.
Okay, sir. So, is it better now, sir?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. Much louder. Okay, cool. So yeah, so these are certain things that we suggest you have it, right? I mean, it becomes mandatory, especially for a virtual event. Okay. And now let me just give a walkthrough of how it will be for a visitor. Okay. Again, you will not have access to this. This is only for a visitor. The main reason being, we do not want one visitor or one exhibitor to see the products of other exhibitors, right? I mean, this is something that the participants themselves had requested. Okay, so this is how a visitor's dashboard looks, by the way. Okay, so if a visitor logs in, he or she can come here, and then they can just choose the exhibitor based on name. Okay, as you know, there are like 60 participants. They can just choose whoever they want to choose, and they can just click and then go there. Okay, or they can just choose based on category. Let's say sarees will probably be like a popular category. You see, these many companies are all doing sarees, right? So the person, he can just click on anything and then he can just go there. Okay. I don't want to click on any stall, but I will not show the products. Maybe I'll just go to one stall. I will not show the products. Okay. Once you go to the stall, you can see their stall, and it is just like the HEPC stall which I showed. Okay, we can just go look at the products of this company, contact info, video, and everything is there. Okay, so this is about it. Let me come out of this stall. Okay, and if you can see, as a visitor, I have a list of all the stalls that I have visited. If you see, I visited this company right now, and that entry also comes here. Okay, so the visitor will also know every single stall that he or she has visited. Okay, and they also have an artificial intelligence based matching, wherein based on the preferences, there will be a matching score. For example, Maharashtra State Handlooms, for my preference, has a 78% match. Okay, all I have to do is just click on this I button, and then I will go inside. And this requested catalog, I will come to it in a bit. Maybe I will, just go to HEPC Hall. And these are the floor plans. Okay, so I'll just go to Handloom Export Promotion Council. Now the visitor, if he wants to take any catalog of yours, especially if you have marked it as secured, okay, what that person can do is he can add it to the briefcase. Now you see it's added. They can go to the briefcase, and then they can click on request catalog. Okay, once a request catalog, they click a request catalog, the catalog will be requested, and then the notification will go to the stall owner. Okay, and then if I come to the dashboard, the visitor will also see that I have the catalog request is done. Similarly, in the exhibitor's dashboard also, this catalog request will come. Okay, so this is the dashboard, and they if they want to go to any stalls, they will obviously come to floor plan. See, as you can see, there are 3 halls.
Mr. Pradeep, yes, sorry to interrupt you.
Sir, yes, sir, please.
Yeah. See, just now when Mr. Pradeep visited HEPC stall, wherein my number is given as a contact number. So I think immediately I got a message. I don't know whether you're able to see this video. I mean, like this alert message on my mobile. Pradeep, able
yes,
to
sir.
see this? Huh?
Yes, sir.
This
Let me
on my
just,
mobile.
one second.
I think I don't know whether I can able to. Whether as a
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, so I think you all can see this, right? I mean, so sir is showing the
mobile where I have just got an alert message saying that you have a visitor. So this is how you will get an alert message to your registered mobile number whenever you have a visitor to your shop. Yeah.
And you remember we, sometimes, some of you had given more than one number, and then we said, sir, please give only one number because there can only be one registered mobile. So yeah, so like sir just pointed out, so that is the purpose of that registered mobile number. Okay, and yeah, one more thing that they have is one second, let me just. So this one, if you see, so this is a 3D walkthrough. Okay, this is this 3D stall. So the visitors can also have that. So we are, this will be a 3D walkthrough. As you see, I'm moving my mouse, right? I mean, I'm moving my my front and back arrow. Okay, and then I can just swivel around. So this is like a, it will give you like a real feel as though you are in the in the virtual event, right? So what you can do, the visitor, not you, sorry, but the visitor, they can just come here, and then they can just come here, and then all they have to do is just click on enter. Okay, and then they will go into that respective stall. Okay, so I'll just give a walkthrough also. These are the various stalls, right? So this is another stall, right? So they can just keep moving, right? Anytime they want to view any stall, they can just go there, go to that respective stall, and then go in. Okay. Yeah, so that's about it. I will just come here. So previously, what we used to do, we used to, rent out ad spaces also. As you can see, this is, it gives you like a good view, but then I don't think this time we are doing it. Yeah. So this is about it, right? But like I said, you will not have access to this. Only the the visitor will have access, because once the visitor goes through that, he can go to any exhibitor, right? So we don't want one person to see the other exhibitors' details. So yeah, so this is about it. Okay, so I will just log out of the visitor, because anyway, this is just for information purpose. We are just showing that. Should I just quickly recap whatever we saw from an exhibitor, maybe in 2 minutes, and then we can open to questions? Okay, I take silence as a yes. Okay, so the first thing is you open Google Chrome or any browser you wish. Google Chrome is the recommended one. You go to google.com. If you already see something, it's better you sign out of it. Okay, and then you click on sign in, and then you log in with the username and password that was given to you for the prefixed meetings. Okay, when you get an email, you will receive a virtual platform username and password and prefixed meeting username and password. Okay, so once you have come here, then what you can do, this link will also be in your email. Okay, you can just log into that link within the same browser. You're going to that link. Okay, and then you are just logging into that, your ID. You're going to the stall view, right? And then you're just clicking on this green button. Okay, and then it will ask you to allow. If it asks you to allow, you allow, or if you have already allowed, you don't have to allow it again. You just click on join now. That's it. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty simple. Once you use it, you'll feel very, very comfortable with it. Yeah, so that's about it. And you can follow this bell icon, and like sir pointed out, you can also keep your cell phone. If you receive any SMS, then that also you can you can be prepared to answer. Okay, but we request you to please be logged in for the entire duration of the fair. So that's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So please be logged in for the entire duration of the fair. Okay, so that's about it from me. I'm just going to stop sharing, and sir, if you would like to add anything, sir, or we can open to questions.
Sorry, yeah, you can stop sharing it.
Okay, yeah. So that's about it, everyone.
For that detailed presentation. Sure. I think it's almost like a pin drop silence from the audience side. Normally otherwise we used to have a lot of disturbances. So it shows that how keenly they are watching on various features and all the things. Hopefully, I think this training would have given you an opportunity to learn various tools and all. Shortly, we will be sharing the access login details. And, so through that, you can probably get yourself familiarized with the tools. Okay. Now I think it is open for Q&A, question and answer. You can unmute and then ask your question. Once you are closed, then you can just mute, so that we can allow others to speak. Okay. Pradeep, I think that's.
Yes, sir.
I think you completed all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, this is the only one event, as our ED sir was pointing out. Earlier we have done many shows, but this particular event we are focusing preliminary or predominantly, I would say, only on the traditional textile products, which is saris, dhotis, lungis, and focusing only on market which are linked to the product, the products like Sri Lanka, Malaysia, and we have as on date, as our ED sir pointed out, very good response. Almost over 50 registrations we have received. A sizable number from Bangladesh and Malaysia, Nepal, Sri Lanka, like that we have got good registration. So hopefully, and we are going to have a training session for the buyers also tomorrow. So we'll make themselves also to get familiar with the tools, and we are also sending out your profile to all these buyers, registered buyers, and asking them to have to indicate kind of a timing to have a prefixed meeting with the selected with exhibitors of their choice. We will not have any say on that. So buyers, if they like your product, they will definitely ask for an appointment, through the sheet. And once that is confirmed, we will be informing to you, saying that so and so buyer has requested for a meeting. So please be ready for that. So those schedule will be shared. Normally just one day before. we'll try to adhere to that schedule, and then we'll share that information by end of every week. Suppose if there is some meeting happening tomorrow, the details will be sent to you 1 day in advance, or maybe that day in the morning based on the confirmation from the buyer, because sometimes the buyers may confirm late in the night. So we will confirm late in the night, or maybe in the just morning before the start of the day. Okay, the event timing will be between 9 to 5. We have kept the timing as 9 because we are having a sizable registration or buyers from Malaysia and Singapore. So they all start by 9, means their timing is around 11:30, 12. So better I request all of the exhibitors to log in sharp at 9, or maybe even at 8:40. Keep yourself ready for the kind of this. This is only one event exclusively organized by HETC, focusing on traditional items like sarees. You can see almost all the exhibitors are dealing in sarees production. So that way you get a very clearly defined kind of exhibitor and also the buyer, the specific product. Okay, so with that, we will now open for the discussion, question and answer. So we'll start one by one. I think I've got some couple of chat messages. Let me. Yeah, one person has asked once again, to be clear, please, as an exhibitor, can we visit another exhibitor stall and how? No, this is not allowed. Using your exhibitor login, you cannot visit other exhibitor stall. This is made with the request of the co-exhibitors. So strictly, you can't see the products of other exhibitors. You can see only your booth and your dashboard and everything. That's it. And you can interact with the buyer who is visiting your booth. That's it. You can't see other products. You can't see other exhibition stalls. Yeah. Sir, one small information. Can we share any files to buyers? Pradeep?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, you can have one-on-one conversation. You can also connect. The buyer can also connect through WhatsApp and email, and then you can share with them directly. It's up to you. The buyer can request it, and then you can share with them directly. Yes, certainly you may please do that.
Somebody is asking, can you please show me any complete stall? Sorry, we cannot show other stall. Maybe one of you volunteer. Yes, we can show that.
And even after this, if you guys have any questions, you can please feel free to call us anytime. Okay, so please don't hesitate. We've all been speaking over the past several days, so we'll be more than happy to help you. So don't worry about it at all. We are with you every step of the way, like I said before.
Pradeep, can you please
yes, sir,
explain the request catalog thing once again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
You can. I think you can just explain on that.
Yeah. Okay. So hello, Mr. Mukesh. So the thing is, when so as an exhibitor, right, you have the capability or the control with yourself to make your file downloadable or not. Okay. By default, what we do is we keep everything secure. Okay. We do not want anybody to come and simply download your catalog and go away. Right. So we keep it secured by default. Okay. Now, let's say if the buyer looks at your catalog, okay, and then he thinks, okay, this catalog is good. Now I want it. Okay. Now, if the buyer is a serious buyer, he will make attempts to reach out to you. And, all he has to do is just click it, right? I mean, there is one button that says request catalog. All he has to do is just click that button, request catalog. And then you will get a notification in your dashboard that he is requesting for your catalog. And then you can communicate with that person directly, right? You have all his contact details. You can communicate directly with that person. And at the end of the fair, we will also give you a report of all the, catalogs that were requested, which company people requested, all that information will also be shared with you. every visitor that has visited your stall, every visitor that has requested catalog from you, and every catalog that was viewed, who viewed it, right? Which company is that person from? What is their contact details? All that information will also be provided to you. Does that answer your question, Mr. Mukesh?
Yeah, Mr. Pradeep, one more question.
Sure, absolutely.
So you said that by default it will be on a request mode, the catalog.
Yes, that is correct.
So the buyer has to request us.
Yes, but if you want us to make it downloadable, we can gladly do it. Only
no, put it as a default as
secure,
request.
Right? Secure, yes.
Yeah, the buyer can view, but of course, if he wants to download, then he has to request for permission from your side.
Okay. Yes. That was my question. Thank you, Mr. Pradeep. Thank you.
Sure. This way, Mr. Mukesh, what happens only it's not like some, see, all the visitors that are coming in, these are genuine people only, right? But then even out of those people, only the most serious people only will take that extra step of requesting the catalog from you. It's very easy for
that's what we want. That's what we want in this fair. We need to have serious buyers rather than people who are just lurking around and just downloading things and not being a serious buyer.
Yeah. Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Pradeep.
Sure, you're welcome. Anytime.
One person has asked, what if buyers come from abroad? Exit time will be only as per Indian time. See, this platform is open 24/7. It's open. Though we have kept the official timing as 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. IST, shooting to our exhibitors, but this is open 24/7. So buyer can visit, log in, view your product, make a request, but you will also come to know in the dashboard of who has visited. Buyer details also will be available. You can even write to them. Suppose somebody visits your booth during midnight, by the time you are not there, but still his information will be available in your dashboard, so that you can write to them subsequently. Sorry, I missed your thing. So please, like that, you can just initiate your communication and then proceed further.
Exactly.
So the platform is open for 24 hours, no problem at all. We kept the timing as 9 to 5 because to make the buyers also comfortable and the exhibitor also comfortable. If at all, if there is some prefixed meeting is happening, we want these meetings to happen between this specific time, so that everybody is prepared.
Absolutely.
There is another person who's asked, during discussion with the buyer on video call, can we share any more product to them? What we missed in online already uploaded.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah. You can, okay. So that's another thing, right? I mean, you can either share your screen or what we also suggest, and we also, we strongly recommend rather actually you do it, is that you have you have a bunch of your products around you, right? I mean, if you have a showroom, if you have your own showroom, then it would probably be better you take this meeting from that showroom. Okay, please make sure the internet connection is good there also. And then you have real products, like actual physical products with you. You can also show it, right? In the camera, you can also show it. And even if you have any more catalogs on your computer, you can obviously share your screen and then show it out. So certainly, yes, you can do that. I hope that answers your question. Okay.
So good evening. Can we use
Hello, sir.
our...
How are you? Sumeru Handlums, right?
Good, sir. Good, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, can we use our mobile phone as in for Google meetings and all?
Yeah. I mean,
and
you
how do we do that?
I mean, just like this. I mean, you can just use your cell phone, but then, sir, we recommend you use a computer, right? Because I mean, you can use it. You can use it, and even in the past fairs, people have used mobile phones. But then we recommend you use a computer because
for the camera quality and the flexibility. Can we use the Google Meetings app directly using your?
No. That is linked to the platform, actually, virtual platform. So you'll have to go through this, and only then you will be able to use it.
Okay,
But
so
maybe if the buyer is willing, if you can just invite the buyer separately, you can have a Google
Separately,
Meet
yes,
outside the
absolutely. Yeah,
platform.
yeah, yeah.
But inside the platform, there is already a inbuilt video chat facilities there. So, but if the buyer is willing, yes, why not? You can just go for a Google Meet separately, outside the platform.
Yeah.
That we are not going to prevent you.
Yeah.
You can just proceed. Not a problem.
Yeah.
no, sir,
It
just
is,
for the
yeah, absolutely.
flexibility purpose. Okay, thank you,
Sure,
sir.
sure. Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
And one more question, sir, whether chat with the buyer are recorded?
No, chats are not recorded.
Not recorded,
It's
because
all
we have to
personal.
respect the privacy of the
Yes.
buyer. So we are not given the option to record
Yes.
the chat with the buyer.
Yes, sir.
Any other question? Otherwise, then we thought, okay, we can wind up this session, and maybe one or two last questions we can allow.
Sure. I think Chettinad Handlooms is calling on the cell. Maybe
Anyway, we will be sending you the recorded version of this training program. Link will be shared with you, so you can just download and we can just view it also. And any further technical clarification, anyway, we are there. We are available. Mr. Pradeep is there, and I'm there. So we'll help you out. Not a problem at all. But only thing is, now you have to keep yourself logged in to the virtual platform during the specific time, 9 to 5. That's very, very important. And and if there are any prefixed meeting schedule, if it is confirmed by the buyer, yes, we'll be sharing those details with you, timing and who is the buyer and which country and all this information, so that you can readily have an interaction with them. Yeah. I know that most of them are most of the exhibitors are from the cooperatives and that kind of thing. We strongly advise the participants. So we have admitted some of the cooperatives, even though they are not having currently any IE code or membership in the council, but still we recommend, we advise that you should take it up immediately, because then only you will be in a position to fulfill the export obligation. If some buyer is placing some order with you, you can able to fulfill that requirement only if you have an IE code. If you have any doubt in this regard, you can just contact HCPC at any given point of time. We will guide you who is the person to contact for getting IE code, and and then they take up registration with the HCPC. So this we will guide you separately during the fair or even after the fair. You're always welcome. But please do take these two steps. One is getting IE code and also taking up membership with HCPC. That's very, very important. Of course, maybe only few, not many, but maybe single digit, maybe 6 or 7 of you are not having that. So I think it seems that almost any question. Otherwise, we'll just wind up the session.
Hi, sir. This is from APCO, Andhra Pradesh.
Yeah.
Sir,
Hello,
one question. Sorry, there is some interruption. Can you just please repeat me? What are the two main things that we required to go ahead with the buyer?
No, actually, in terms of documentation part, no. So you have to have import-export code. I think APCO is already having that.
Yes, sir. Yes, we
yeah,
do.
yeah. So not a problem. So there are few applicants who are not having that information. Of course, we admitted them because they are all cooperatives and they are having good product collections like that. But you need to have an import-export code and also a membership with the council for us to proceed further. In exporting any item from India. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Sir, I think you're on mute.
I'm sorry. Yeah. See, somebody has asked regarding IE code, what time it will take once processed. See, takes, depending upon if you are able to provide everything online, I think it takes about 2 to 3 days. I think nowadays the things are available online itself. So we will guide you. Our team will guide you. So you can contact HCPC in this regard, anytime. You can contact us, we'll guide you properly. Yeah. And somebody has said, okay, is the membership of HCPC is mandatory for export? See, it's not like that. See, there are certain category wherein if you are exporting this product as a hand woven, naturally you will be requested to submit the RCMC certificate from the HCPC to avail some of the benefits which are exclusively available for handloom products, like export incentives, something which is available exclusively for hand-woven products. If you would like to avail such things, you need to have an RCMC certificate, that is the registration cum membership certificate. So in that case, you need to have a membership with the HCPC. It's a very nominal amount. So you can contact HCPC for this purpose later on. I think this question is from Endeavor Apparel. Please contact our office after the meeting, so we will guide you on this. Okay. Yeah, because this objective, this meeting is basically to train you on the virtual platform. But still, I thought, okay, I'll add this as an additional point, so that those who are not having membership or those not having IE code, they can just straight away go for it. Yeah, I think yeah. So we'll wind up this session. Thank you all participants. So we will be sending you the details for login. So you can just access, and then if there are any doubts available, please contact us at any given point of time. We will be guiding you. Even during, before, even after the event, you are most welcome. You can contact us for getting any clarification. Okay. Wish you all the best. Thank you all.
Thank you all.